Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Cristofer. Cristofer is a minimalistic Americanized respelling of Cristofer. The traditional English spelling of Cristofer comes from the Greek Khristophoros, which, broken down into each Greek element, means Christ, Khristos, and to bear, pherein. Cristofer basically means bearer of Christ. The name became popularized among early Christians who literally translated Cristofer to mean bearing Christ in my heart. Inspiration behind the name's usage is also owed to Saint Cristofer, a 3rd century saint around whom several medieval legends were developed. According to some traditions, Cristofer was a Roman citizen who lived during the period of Christian persecutions. He was a man of great height and strength. After finding Christ, Cristofer served the Lord by helping people cross a dangerous river, where many people were drowning in their attempts. One day a small child asked to be carried across the river, and so Cristofer hoisted the tot on his back and proceeded. As he got halfway across, the river began to rise and the child became intensely heavy. So heavy it was said that he carried the weight of humankind upon him. When the duo made it to the other side of the river safely, Cristofer questioned the child. The child revealed himself. "I am Christ your King, whom you are serving by this work." This is how St. Cristofer became the patron saint to travelers and is especially invoked during rough journeys involving inclement weather. Cristofer became very popular in England just after the Middle Ages, around the 15th century, and it was likewise popular in Scandinavian countries, where it's usually rendered as Cristofer. The Italian-born explorer, Cristofer Columbus, 1451 to 1506, is one of the most famous name-bearers, although his name in his native Italian was Cristoforo. The Spanish use Cristobal, the French Christophe, and the Germans spell it Christoph. Cristofer is not a legitimate spelling in any language as far as we can tell. Cristofer and Christopher seem to be American spelling inventions. Personality of the boy named Cristofer. The number 5 personality loves the excitement of life and can easily adapt to all situations. As natural adventurers, these personalities thrive on the new and unexpected and prefer to be in constant motion. It makes them feel alive. They'll stir up some action if there's not enough around, and as inherent risk takers, they enjoy pushing the envelope. Naturally rebellious, the 5 personality has no fear and never resists change. Traveling and new experiences feed their souls. 5s are very social and attract friends with ease. People love to be around the 5 fun-loving and exciting energy. This is also a lucky number in numerology, like the 3s, so fortune seems to shine on them, helped along by their own optimism and good nature. 5s have a quick wit, a cerebral mind, and are generally very persuasive. Popularity of the boy named Cristofer. Cristofer is the least popular choice of all the Christian names currently in circulation. We would also argue it's the most minimalistic. Cristofer has enjoyed great success as a baby boy's name, particularly during the 1970s and 80s when he was the number 2 most popular name nationwide. Only Michael had him beat back then. Today, Cristofer remains a top 25 favorite, so it's not surprising that some American parents have come up with newly altered spellings of this age-old classic. Cristofer first appeared on America's Top 1000 list in 2003 and promptly dropped off that same list in 2010. During his brief stay on the charts, Cristofer pretty much languished in usage. In other words, not many parents like this spelling, it's just too simple. Quick facts on Cristofer. Gender, boy. Origin, American. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, not applicable. Pronunciation, Kristoffer. Simple meaning, bearer of Christ. Characteristics of Cristofer. Adventurous, intellectual, progressive, freedom-loving, adaptable, easygoing, sensual. Cultural references to the baby name, Cristofer.